Yes, we are live. It is Friday. What month is it? October 16th, 2020. I am your host, Mike Trampy, BeatStars Community Director. I'm happy to be back. It's been a month since I've done the Road to 1 Million show. I'm very excited to be here. I'm going to be honest. I didn't expect this many people to be on. I thought Anywaywell was like 2 people max. Supposedly they have 26 members.
Yeah.
Who knew? But we're here. We can't fit all 26 people in the chat, unfortunately. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a great conversation on top of Anywaywell. We have my man Soulker here. Martin's in the house as well. Let's start with you, Martin, man. What do you want to be called, first of all? Martin or Soulker? What do you
call me whatever. You can call me Soulker, Martin. I don't mind.
We'll call you whatever then. Whatever. No, I'm joking. Martin, man, talk to the people. Let them know. Where you're from.
So I'm an Irish-French beatmaker. I live in France. So my YouTube channel is Soulker, and yeah, there you go. That's what I do.
Word, man. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for taking time out of your day, your night.
Thanks
whatever
for having me.
Yeah, for sure, man. I know it's late for some of you guys. It's Friday. I know you guys all want to break loose and party, but you're here with us, so we appreciate that. Anywaywell, pleasant surprise. I'm very, very excited to meet you guys finally. Like I said, I didn't know it was a huge collective. That makes it even more interesting to me. Introduce yourself, please. Like, let us know who you are. I know you said some of you guys, your English isn't the best, so do your best, and we'll keep it moving. Have a good time, man.
Okay, Mike, let me start. My name is Yehor. I'm a founder and a producer of Anywaywell, and I produced for about 5 years, but I'm not the main producer of the team. I just work with guys, help them with some things, work on marketing. The idea to create Anywaywell was mine, and it was not successful at first time, and we worked on it, and then in a year, it was, if I remember, it was 2015, and we wanted to start with others guys, but didn't succeed in it. And in a year, we with my friend Max, it's my classmate. It was about 4 years ago. We just were talking and decided to create a team, and then decided to work with us. So guys are producing for Denise produced for produced for about 14 years, Max about 7 years, and we are all was born in Belarus. Belarus is a country on the border with Russia. It will be easier to understand where it is. So we are all from the same city, Vitebsk, and currently we are living in Russia. We moved this year to St. Petersburg and live here.
That's amazing, man. That's so cool. So there really is only 4 or 5 of you, right? There's not actually 26, right? Just to clarify that.
Actually, yeah. there is another guy. He's from Kazakhstan, but now he's not able to connect and talk with us. But he's also a great guy, and we all gathered together in 2016. It was November, and Diaz, it's the 4th guy. He's with us from 2017 January. So we almost all work from the beginning together.
Since we're talking to you right now about kind of this dynamic, do you guys all work mobily, or do you have a creative space where you all go, like a studio, or do you work just mobily, sending each other stuff? What do you guys do?
Actually, it always was kind of maybe not issue, but the question for us, how to work, how to mix better. And now we mostly work with our headphones. You may not believe, but best beats we produced, they were all recorded and mixed on headphones only. So
I believe it. Listen, I believe it.
Yeah.
Listen, if Old Town Road can get sold on this platform for $30 and a buy one get one free sale,
Yeah.
and turn into what it turned into, and knowing what he was using to make those beats, like I believe anything. Like it doesn't matter now.
There is I just wanted to say that there is opinion that to mix and produce professionally, you need speakers, you need monitors, you need to pay a lot, but actually it's not. You can produce using simple laptop and headphones. So it's everything up. It's up to you.
I agree. Yeah.
And pretty fun fact, currently we all work with the same laptop. We all have a Legion Beats. Shout out to guys from Legion Beats. I think that they would really fun now because we are Anywaywell, but we have this Legion notebook. It's Lenovo, really fire laptop. If somebody's looking for great performance, we recommend it. Model Y15H, something like this. That's really great laptop.
Amazing. Yeah, shout out to Legion. No, dude, really cool story. Let me shift things back over to Martin, aka Soulker, real quick. So you mentioned kind of where you were from in your intro, but can you break it down a little bit more, like kind of like where you got your start in music? Like how kind of did you have any family members as musicians? Did you listen to a lot of music in your house growing up?
Right.
Stuff like that. Like kind of how'd you get your foot in the door and when?
Well, actually, nobody in my family are musicians or anything like that. But I always loved music. We all loved music. My father always made me listen to some, put in the CD CD player when I was like 3 years old. I always loved music and had a passion for it. And when I was like 14 years old, a friend showed me some rap from Slovakia. And for some reason, I didn't know anything about Slovakia, but the rap scene in Slovakia is actually huge and really a big thing and really, really good. So it inspired me to start making my own beats. So I always wanted to make beats too, because I was inspired by this Slovakian guy called Dalib, and he made me want to do beats like nobody else, So at 16, I think I was 4 years ago, I got my first laptop and started making beats. And ever since, that's all I do. Like every day is just making. Yeah, so that's how I started making music. Yeah.
What did you start on? FL Studio?
FL Studio, yeah.
Yeah, man, I know it's like clockwork, man. You hear someone tell that story. 13, 14 years old. Did you start on FL Studio? Yeah, started FL Studio. Listen, it's a gateway, man. It's a gateway. It's great. I'm not mad at it at all. Yeah. That's really cool. So I was looking at all your guys' stats, right? I was looking at kind of what you've done on the platform and just kind of investigating and digging around and just kind of seeing what's what. And I noticed a couple interesting things. So I wanted to get your feedback on that. Anywaywell, I'll start with you guys. You guys have been on the platform since December 2016. That's when you joined. In that time frame, you've uploaded 284 tracks, about 4 million streams, 106.1 thousand followers, which I thought was insane. And here's the thing that really, really stuck out to me that I thought was interesting. So a lot of times when we see people who have been on the platform since, say, 2016, one of their main traffic drivers is going to be YouTube, because YouTube has kind of been around in the type beat game for a while as well. When I looked at your guys' YouTube channel, I only noticed you have about 6,000 subscribers. Compared to a lot of people who have been around for a while, usually have a bigger following. What's kind of what's the story with that, man? I mean, you've obviously reached insane numbers and sales, and everything looks good. And what's the story? How have you marketed your stuff all this time? I'm curious.
Yeah, I remember those days when we started in November 2016. It was all really simple. We all just gathered our beats we have. It was about 20 beats. We started uploading them on SoundCloud, and I just decided to. We had Anywaywell brand. It was with different logo, and I just started to add to my friends, rappers on Facebook, and I was. I just wanted to ask them how they feel our beats. Are our beats really good to sell? And I was working on this. For example, it was about 3 months. So we were really sure that our beats are really well to sell. And in if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it was December 2016. We created our BeatStars page. That time we had BeatStars Pro Page 1. There were no even Pro Page 2, and website was pretty simple. And we uploaded all the beats we had. It was about 30 beats, and I used the same strategy. I just try to contact people on Facebook, SoundCloud. Guys, check our beats on BeatStars. They were listening, and we made about three sales maybe only from all these my talks. And later it was January 2017, we met our fourth guy from Kazakhstan, Diaz, and we uploaded about 40 more beats, if I'm not mistaken. So we had about 70, and we started to sell our beats without any ad. We just try to push traffic from Facebook guys. We have SoundCloud from some of our friends. We also had some not really well-known people, but some guys who have influence. So they just put our links to Anywaywell, and he was like, "Hey guys, check them out. They are really dope." And it took about 2 years. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it took about 2 years to get 200,000 plays. And actually, you know, I heard a lot of times that there are producers who makes $5,000, $7,000, $10,000. It was unbelievable numbers for us, and we didn't understand how they do it, how they push traffic. We know that there are producers who started produce and upload their beats on SoundClick, for example, in 2006 and 2008, when it was really easy to get traffic to our beats because the market was not so big, and there were more chances to get your beats listened. So, but we started to invest in ad on BeatStars. It was actually not this design which we have now. It was a previous version of BeatStars, and I don't remember details, but there were ads for $30.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the old ad system where you would pay for the different like home page.
Yeah.
Got it. The old days, man.
Yeah, and what we really appreciate about BeatStars is that when we had about 80 beats, we had some really great beats. If I'm not mistaken, it was In My Tempo. It was one more beat. The point is that BeatStars pushed that beat to the main page. There were 3 beats which are changed if you refresh the page. We were and some more producers, so we started to get more traffic to our beats, and we started to have sales. We invested in ad as much as we can. It was not really a lot because we all were working in our works. I was sitting in office working with Uber, working with drivers. Guys were working on factories or mails. I don't know how to say exactly. Yeah, but we all were working for maybe 2 and 5 years on our jobs we had, and parallelly we were working on beats and on our brand and upload our beats online. So if I'm not mistaken, our strategy was to put about $30 per week, and it was one day. It was Friday. We were all believing in Friday day because it has a lot of traffic, Friday or Saturday. And year by year, month by month, we had more sales, but it was not this month we make $100, next month $1,000. No, was not this way. It was like 200, 400, 800, and it took about it was scaled up, and it took about to 2 years to get consistent sales. Consistent sales, I mean that we have kind of sum of sales, and I know that every month we will get it. But actually, there were a lot of situations where we weren't believe in that it's possible to make living of beat sales. It was hard times where we were like producing maybe 2 or 3 beats per month, and there were some struggles. And in about 2 and 5 years, one more fact. There was a year, I don't remember which one. I think it was 2018. Old promo system meant then you can book your ad in future, and we had about 4 years in a row. Yes, in a row on this main ad. It costs about maybe $30 or $50. There were also discounts on ad on BeatStars. I remember this, and we used that opportunity. And I think it was the first step on really good sales. The point I want to say now, and I really hear a lot from different producers. They say like, "Oh, I invested in BeatStars, and it doesn't work." And I ask, "How much did you invest it?" If you invested less than $500 per month, it's really cheap talk. It's all about consistency. It's all about hard work and about belief that you can make sales. Because if you wanna just create a BeatStars page and upload 20 beats and wait that sales will be, but it doesn't work. So I think in 2 years and a half, we had a lot of traffic and people in our email list who we were working with and building relationships. And then these people come back to us, and we were making more sales. And I think it's not a really primitive thing to say that money is another motivation for you. We love music, we do music, but we also want to be motivated by material things. It's not the main aspect, but we all need to rent a house or apartment, and we all want to eat, and we were just working to.
I definitely want to eat, man.
To make it all, to make it all possible. Yeah. So.
Is that it, man? Because that was a lot, and I want to touch on
a lot of
good stuff. I want to touch on a few points. So I think what I'm taking from this specifically, and I think what a lot of people should take from it is, again, and I think I say this every show, there's not one way to get there. There's a million different roads, and I knew that question of how do they have such a small YouTube but have so much traffic and sales was going to come up. It was a question I had already planned, and it actually came up in the chat. I don't know if you saw it, but it just shows you. I'm not saying you shouldn't use YouTube and you don't need YouTube. I think you should utilize these free platforms that are out there for you to build audiences with and have more eyes and ears on you. But I also think it shows that there are other things you can do, like utilize a SoundCloud, utilize Facebook and Instagram ads, or Google ads, or YouTube ads, or whatever it is, that there's a bunch of different ways to get to your destination. So I think also what happened with you guys, since I've watched you guys grow over the last 4 years, I think you guys make a lot of marketplace sales and a lot of marketplace interaction. And I think as you are more engaged with the community and releasing quality content, and we know this and we see this, like you're probably getting added to playlists and reposts here and there, and then people are seeing you and revisiting you. I mean, dude, your biggest beat, The Flow, has almost 500,000 streams on it.
Yeah.
And it's I can't get too granular with data, but it's in like the top 100 or 200, I think, top selling beats of all time on the platform. So,
Thanks,
Yeah, man. So I think it's very interesting that you guys didn't hyper focus on YouTube. It's still obviously you have it, but you found all these other ways to kind of be
Hmm.
successful. I think it's cool, man. I think it's really cool. Now, Soulker, on the other hand, yeah, go ahead.
Let me say one short thing, please.
Yes.
I want to say for producers, when you start, especially when you start for your first 3 years, you don't need to think about your ego. I mean that some people hesitate to sell their beats like buy one get one free, buy one get three free, buy one get four free. It's actually it's all up to you. It's all up to you. But we were thinking like this: how to make people listen our beats and listen more. Not one beats that they like. They like the flow. They buy it for $30 or $50 and they go. But if you offer them a package deal, for example, buy one get two free, I think it's pretty good. People start to listen the whole catalog. The more they listen, the more plays you get on all your beats. The more people download, the bigger fan base, email marketing you have, and so all these things they work like snow. How to say this? Snowball. So the more plays, the more opportunities. So yeah, thank you.
For sure, it's a snowball effect. I agree. I think you're 100% correct. Someone's dog going crazy in the background. What up to the dog in the background? But yeah, man, I think it's a really cool story. I think it's interesting for sure. With that said, I was swinging it over to you, Martin. You're completely opposite. So I look at your, well, you're the same, but you're opposite with the YouTube structure. So let me just go down your stats real quick, just so we can everybody can be like, holy crap. All right, so you've been on the platform since July 2017. All right, you've had 239 tracks uploaded at 1.2 million streams. So you're fresh to the 1 million, which is dope. It's cool to see that.
Hold on.
Yeah, 50. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it there. Oh, sick. Did you post that on social media yet? If not, please do and let us know. We'll post it.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
We're also waiting for our plaque, Mike. I hope that one day it will it will come to us.
I had to cut it in 5 pieces to get it to all you guys. No, I'm joking. It's coming. I promise. It just might be taking a little longer, but
you all heard it. Mike said it. He's coming.
If it breaks, I'm gonna feel really bad if it's broken. But Soulker, man, 52,000 followers. But your YouTube, 509,000 subscribers, man. Let's kind of start there. And what did you get on first, YouTube or BeatStars?
Funny enough, SoundCloud actually. When I first started was SoundCloud, because I didn't know what type beats were. I was just making beats. I didn't know that you could label them type beats and put it up on YouTube. So I started uploading it on SoundCloud, but then I transferred into YouTube, and then I got my BeatStars account, and then I just started making the best beats I could. And over time, I just grew, and that's how I concentrate myself on the music I make more than into the marketing. Like, people always ask me, how did you get 500,000? How did you grow so fast? I don't know. Like, I just focus on my music. I think like I'm not stupid. I know I have to upload like 2 to 3 times a week. I know I have to have nice visuals and a good title, but that's all. The work I put in is just on the music, and then everything else works with it,
So you're saying if you don't upload 2 to 3 times a week, you're stupid?
Well, no. What I'm saying is, some people like upload five beats in a day, and then they won't upload for 2 weeks, and then they'll upload another beat. It doesn't make sense. So I try to make sense. That's all. Just logic,
Listen, man, I was just pulling your leg. I got it.
For sure.
I agree. I agree with the statement. I think you have to have some consistent schedule. You have to stay consistent with it. You can't go from one to the other. Someone asked me the other day, said, can I upload multiple times a day? I said, if you plan on doing that for the next year every day, go for it. But at the end of the day, that type of consistency is really hard. So why bury yourself in 2 weeks? You'll be giving up. Why don't you give yourself something a little bit smaller, then build up to what you want to do? Maybe do a challenge where you post for 30 days straight. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of different things, but I think it's very important to have that structure and schedule down. Okay, so you got in BeatStars in 2017. At that time, what were you doing, I guess, when you first started to get traffic to BeatStars? Were you just utilizing YouTube and these other platforms, or kind of how were you kind of bringing your traffic over and kind of building on the platform?
I mean, when I upload a beat, I just put the purchase link first thing on the video, and that directs to BeatStars, and that's pretty much all I do. Like, I just link so when people want to buy my stuff, they go to BeatStars, and then they have my whole catalog, and I have my own website which has the BeatStars Pro page linked to it. So that's how I work on BeatStars. Yeah.
With your YouTube stuff, how deep do you get in with the tagging, like the keyword tags, the descriptions, the titles? I mean, is this like something you've done a ton of research on, or is it kind of just like, hey, I just kind of guessed and it worked, or I
try to use like common sense. Like, I know what tags are useless. Like, if I put up a dark type beat, I know my tags need to be dark, hard, whatever. So I just focus on what makes sense, and I do work a lot on my description, tags, title, visuals, the actual beats, of course. Everything counts. Honestly, everything counts. When you add it all up, it makes big things.
Absolutely, man. I think it's important people understand that too. Like, yeah, making great beats is great. Like, that's great. Great music is great music. But at the end of the day, too, you want people to remember you not only for the music, but to remember you for your brand, for your name, for your visuals, for your logo. Like, visual, like, oh, I know that guy, or hey, I know that girl. When you see it, it's not always about hearing. So you definitely have to get that stuck in people's heads as they see it over and over again. They're going to get more and more familiar. And I see people in the chat right now going, Soulker's the best trap producer of all time. Oh my God, Soulker, I love it. Oh my God, Soulker's the man. So it's like, dude, that's all from what you've done. And I think that's really important to see about having all that, and taking time to, perfect that stuff. So yeah, man, your stats are really interesting too. I meant to touch on this with Anywaywell, but their top selling 3 tracks compared to yours is so different. So listen to this. So top track, The Flow, has 437,000 streams. Hotel Everest has 198,000, and Dreamer has 185,000. Now, your top 3 tracks has 50,000, 47,000, and 14,000. So I thought that was really interesting. But it's not weird either, because I've done so many of these shows and talked to so many members. It's kind of like every show, it's almost the same. It's always somebody who has a couple beats that have like a ton of sales, and then they have a good amount of sales, and then there's people who just have everything spread out and it's like even. So I mean, what do you think into that, or it's just kind of like it just happened, or do you think there's any reason why people maybe like your sales are more leveled stream wise?
Yeah, Mike, I want to say one thing to producers. You may produce 100 beats which will be selling worse than one beat which is produced like perfectly. I don't know this recipe for perfect beat, but I know that there are guys, Doughboys Music. They have this beat, Purple Cloud. It's everywhere. It's I'm not sure if it's popular on BeatStars, but it's popular on Airbeat, on SoundClick, and they always push a lot of ads to it. And every time I see they add themselves, it's always their beat. It's like a beat. It's really close to their names. It's of course not their name, but it's really popular. It's kind of strategy to invest a lot of ad in the beat which sold really well. And if you have, for example, bulk offers deals, people listen to one beat, it's like the beat which catch attention of people.
If
it's produced really well, they like, oh, that beat is really great, I want to listen to others beats, and these strategies may work really well together. About quantity of
No, I was going to say, I think it's a great strategy. I think if something's selling well, invest into that thing or that product, it makes total sense. The same thing goes for artists. I've been managing an artist for 4 years now, and a track that we were advertising of his 4 years ago, which got him a lot of fans. We're still advertising it because we know it's going to continuously convert fans, whether it's old or not. So I think that's something you really need to look at, producers, artists, everybody. Really, like, sometimes if something's taken off, it just doesn't mean like, all right, I put 3 weeks worth of promotion into it, on to the next. Like, no, if it's cranking and giving you results, like, keep the foot on the gas, and maybe even scale up a little bit as you go to see. Don't go crazy with them where you scale up so much that it just tumbles down and then you get discouraged. But I think there's a lot of potential with that. So I think it's a great tip, man. A very good tip, actually. So
I just want to say about a one beat I released once called VIP. So it was actually my most popular beat, but only today I took it off. But it had I think 150,000 streams on BeatStars. But by beat VIP, like, it was just a regular YouTube beat, and I knew it was like some sort of like it had the recipe, you know. It was a unique beat, people were gonna love it, and I put it out on YouTube and it blew up. Really, like, it did really good. It wasn't my most popular in views, but it was my most that I sold, you know. Absolutely. So and with that beat I broke like so many stuff. I got a platinum record because an Italian girl got top 1 in the charts from it. I got some really famous French artists that worked on it. Got Rich the Kids that did a remix on it. I had Need for Speed, the video game, leased the beats for a trailer. So that was the craziest thing ever. And all that just from a YouTube beat. And that's it. It's crazy how one beat can really do like much more than others and break all types of records. It just, I guess it's a recipe or whatever it is, you know.
It's crazy, man. Have you submitted any of that stuff to Made on BeatStars? We have like a submission. I feel like you have, but maybe you haven't.
I did. I think I did. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For anybody watching, you can go to beatstars.world/made on BeatStars. You can submit any tracks for anybody. It doesn't have to be somebody big. It can be a new artist. It can be whoever. It's got to be a music video though. So if anybody has anything, feel free to submit. All right. I think it's that time to listen to tracks now. We're already 31 minutes into this. This is flying, which I knew it would. Let's see. All right, Soulker, let's start with you, man, and then we'll go over to Anywaywell. All right, guys, when I share my screen here to play these tracks so everybody can hear, just please mute your microphones just so there's no feedback while we're playing it.
Yep.
We'll listen to like 3 tracks, like a minute each or something, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the tracks and kind of, you know, how they initiated and how they started and kind of, you know, who was involved with what, etc. So let me just pull these up. All right. Share. All right. Please let me know when you guys can see my screen. Should be coming across here.
Yeah, we'll see, Mike.
You can see it?
Yeah, we'll see it. It's okay.
Okay, cool. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to click tracks on his page. For anybody that doesn't know this, you can easily go to anybody's page on the marketplace, front facing. Anybody can see this. You can sort by top selling. And then you can kind of see what their top selling beats are. So let's rock out to, how do you pronounce this? Orachi or Iraqi or Soulker, if you're there. Did I lose Soulker?
Sorry, I was muted.
Oh,
yeah, so it's Japanese, so I don't know. Orochi, I guess.
Orochi? Okay, cool. All right, dude, let's check it out. That beat was crazy, by the way.
13 million views. That broke like my record definitely in views. Yeah, crazy beat.
It is insane. Fight! Fight! All right, man. Let's slow it down here for a minute. You where does all the aggression come from, man? Holy cow! I want to go run like 9 laps around my block and then box my neighbor. Holy cow, man! Where's it coming from, man?
My imagination, I guess. I don't know. I just love putting energy. I love, the energy is the main part of my beats. I love putting big energy and making people feel like they can achieve anything,
Yeah, man, from like K9 to Fight, I'm just like, let's Drake goes below that. I'm ready to go. No, man, how do you get your stuff just to hit so hard? I see some producers in the comments asking that too. Like, where does that punch and it's just crisp, man? It sounds good in my headphones, at least. It sounds really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's like volume, I guess. I don't have any big secrets. Like people always think I'd have like a secret master or something, but no, volume is key. Just gotta know how to level the volume just right, and then you can make anything sound hard.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions in the comments about the beat or Anywaywell? If you have a question for Soulker too, like please ask. Another part of this show that I think is dope is I try to put people together who may not know each other or may not have collabed, and then possibly see what comes from it. I know some people from other shows have collaborated now, so feel free to at any time, guys. If you have questions for each other, shoot.
Sure, yeah.
But if not, I want to go over to Anywaywell's beats now and check out what you got. But I mean, yeah, man, Soulker. Yeah, you got some stuff, man. You definitely got some stuff. I mean, it's I'm gonna have to dig a little bit deeper. I've heard a lot of your stuff over the years. Don't get me wrong, but it's very interesting to play it live on a show and kind of see what the crowd's saying, and everybody's going wild. So
nice.
Yeah, man. Somebody just says, how does he achieve the punch on the drums? And like you said, it's his volume, man. You said there's no real secret to it, right?
No.
You just Interesting. All right, Anywaywell, you guys ready? They might be muted still.
Yeah, I just had a problem with the headphones mic, and the question about Soulker fam. when was your YouTube channel started? What year? How much time it takes you to get such a big audience?
So I started my YouTube channel back in like 2016, I'd say, or something. I started uploading once a week at first, then twice a week, and I started seeing good results. I remember when it was a very slow process until 25,000 subscribers. When I was at 25,000 subscribers, I uploaded the Japanese beat that we just heard, and then my channel just blew up. I remember like having 4,000 subscribers per day and was just going crazy. Then I was at 100,000 subscribers, 200. Then every beat was successful after that. So I saw the result after 2 years. After, I'd say a year ago, I was at like 30,000 subscribers, So it all came fast.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You have a unique sound too.
Congrats,
like, listen, like trap isn't like some new genre that just came out, but like I feel like you attack it in a different way. Like your sounds are unique, and the drums are real. They hit you really hard, and just everything going on just fits together, man. I dig it, bro. That's definitely some like gym playlist stuff for me. Like that's gonna get you through working out or doing something that you don't really want to do. In a good way. That's not to say you know what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? It gives you that extra. It's a motivation. It's a compliment.
Thanks, man.
For sure, man. All right. So anyway, the first track we're gonna play from you guys is gonna be Flow. The Flow, excuse me. We've actually, this beat, I know how popular it got. It was because we were using it in our BeatStars tutorials, I think, for a bunch of stuff at one point. And I heard it so much, I'm like, we need some new BeatStars tutorial beats. We've heard this beat too many times. Not that it's a bad beat, but that's how much we liked it, and it fit with kind of tutorials, and it fits with songs. It fits with a lot of stuff. So it doesn't surprise me why it's been so successful, because I gravitated towards it right when I heard it. Let's check that out. Let me bring this up again real quick. Let me know when you guys can see. Should be up in a second.
Yep.
Cool. So like I said, 437,000. Yep. All right, cool. I know one thing someone's going to ask about, and we'll touch on it after we listen to these tracks, is what's the deal with the buy one get 9 free? So keep that question in your head, and we're going to talk about it after we play these, and what your plan is with that, because I'm interested to hear too. But let's check out the Flow. If everybody could just mute again, we'll listen to 2 or 3 beats, come back, we'll talk about it, and then we'll keep it moving.
You are now listening to Anywaywell. Welcome to our music family. Welcome to our music family. You are now listening to Anywaywell.
My bad, I was muted. I had to stop that for a second because I saw a comment that made me laugh. It said, the Flow is the track everyone listens to when they first discover BeatStars. And he is 100% right, because I'm pretty sure it's on one of our onboarding videos somewhere. But that's what I mean. We love the beat so much. It's crazy. Let's just talk about that one actually real quick, guys, because it's like I said, it's a really big selling beat. It's just got that feel. It's just you hear it and you're just like, oh, this is a dope beat. Like, how did that beat come about? Like, did all you guys have your hands in it, or was it like more one person who kind of crafted it and then everyone pitched in, or like kind of what was the formula to that track?
Yeah, actually, the beat was produced by Diaz, the guy which is not with us now. And if I'm not mistaken, sometimes we talk to each other and give kind of advices, what we hear, what we can add, what we can change to structure this beat better. But I think we had maybe two or three small talks about this beat, just change this structure a bit, add this, but overall it was produced just by Diaz. And when we uploaded this beat on BeatStars, it didn't has success at once, like next day. We discovered it maybe in 3 months only, when we invested in ad on BeatStars, when we had some sales from our returning customers, and then we just started to see that this beat is really popular among artists, and a lot of licenses were sold for this beat. Yeah, that's crazy. We didn't believe in this at first sight, like with them. It was I think the first beat which was really crazy popular. It's the first beat we produced, and it was like then. So such a small story.
Word up, man. All right, cool. Let's listen to these tracks and we'll talk about the other ones here. I want to keep this going. I'm excited to hear more. Let's go to Hotel Everest.
You are now listening to Anywaywell. Welcome to our music You are now listening to Anywaywell. Welcome to our music family. You are now listening to Anywaywell. Welcome to our music family.
All right, man. That's dude, you great melodies, man. Overall, the music's just dope. It's just
Thanks,
it grabbed
Mike.
me personally.
Appreciate it.
You're very welcome, man. It's I think the key to success, I see people, or not even success, but the key to get on the right path is there's a couple things that I think people need to focus on, and I think everybody that we've had on this show has kind of shown that. And it's patience. Everybody's kind of been doing this for a little while, and they realize that this isn't an overnight thing, and it takes time, takes years. Two, consistency is your best friend. No matter which way you cut it, it's always going to be a huge part of your success. And then 3 is just, and which should really be number 1. I just kind of pushed it to 3 for some reason, is content. Like you have to be making incredible content, consistently making incredible content, and then marketing that content. You need all 3 of those things, and you need to kind of put them all together and have a 5-year goal, a 3-year goal, a 1-year goal, and then goals that reach up to that 1-year goal. You should have little goals that kind of reach up to the bigger goals, right? But you should have some kind of 5-year plan as well. So something I just wanted to throw out there. I see so many people in the comments asking like, "Oh, what are your tips for this?" or "What are your tips for that?" And I think my tips from what I'm seeing is focus on your content, focus on your consistency.
Yeah.
And everything else I said. So anyway,
love
man,
what you do.
Yeah, love what you do. Have fun. That's another thing. People forget to have fun. You know what I mean? They kind of make this too stressful than what it should be. I know a lot of people are trying to get their first sales. I had somebody the other day ask me, well, how do I get my first sale? What do I got to do to get first sale? I said, stop worrying about getting your first sale. Shouldn't you stop overthinking it and overreacting and stressing yourself out? And then if you don't get that sale, then you're in your head like, oh man, am I not good enough? Am I this? Am I that? No. Focus and just keep going, and you're going to get better, and you're going to progress if you stick with it. So anyway, well, man, I really appreciate you guys coming on here. I mean, that quick, we went 50 some minutes. We almost threw a whole hour. So I appreciate you guys coming on here. I would love for you to.
Thank you, Mike.
You're very welcome, man. I would love for you to tell the people where they can find you, to buy your beats, find you on social media. If people want to collab, are you open to that? How can they get in touch with you? Stuff like that. If the floor is yours.
Okay, we'll start. Yeah, actually, we're always interested in collaboration with interesting producers which send us samples, demos. If they are really good, we are inspired by this, we can collaborate, of course. Yeah, no problem. BeatStars at BeatStars pro page, anywaywell.com.
And Anywaywell, that's where you find them, guys. You can literally just Google it, go on BeatStars, you can find them. So it's pretty easy to get in touch with. Thank you to all your guys.
Thank you, Mike.
Everybody here, the other 23 that couldn't make it. Thank you to all of them. We appreciate you guys. Soulker, man, talk to the people. Let them know, where they can find you, your pro page or your marketplace page. Right. Obviously, we talked about your YouTube. You got such a huge YouTube channel, so make sure they follow you over there. But kind of like, where else can they find you? Are you open to collabs? If so, how can people reach out, etc.?
So yeah, you can find me on YouTube, or you can also find my second channel. I just started a second channel for chill beats, so you can find that too. Social media is Soulker. You'll find it pretty easily. For collabs, I have a lot of requests, but you can still send me your best melodies to my email, which is, you can find it on YouTube in the description or anything. And I just want to say I got a big project coming out soon enough, in about 2 weeks. So long story short, there's this dubstep producer in 2012 that made a track called Berserker. And I decided to... So the artist is called Jordan... Well, he's called Bayron, right? So he passed away from overdose. So I decided to do a remix of his track that I really loved back in the day. And all the profit is going to be donated to the Hartford Heroin Overdose Awareness. So be sure to check that out, because that's definitely my most complex beat. It's a beat that I've worked on for a long time now. And I hope you all go listen to it when it comes out in about a week or two. There you go.
Hey man, keep me posted on that track, please. I would love to.
Sure,
I would love to donate to that, because I can relate to that struggle, not personally myself, but a lot of friends and family over the years. So I would love to take part in that, man. That's really cool that you're doing that. Anyway, well, too, really quick, man. You guys talk about the Sony stuff, man. You're locked and loaded on the Sony side, right?
Yeah. Actually, we got that invitation from Greg in May. It was about 4 months ago. I cannot say that now we had a lot of work with this opportunity, but I understand that it's only the beginning, and we
Yes.
see that Sony provides more opportunities. And today we got a message about opportunity to work with artists, to send beats, to send demos. And actually we just want to thank BeatStars for the opportunity. We really appreciate it. It was really unexpected, but as we got it, we were all like jumping jumping on the floor. Yeah, it was really a fire, and we hope to work more and produce
Nice.
great songs. Thanks.
Nice.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Sony
man.
and BeatStars. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Nice.
So the guys ended up signing on the publishing the pub admin side, the publishing administration side with Sony, ATV, and BeatStars. So
Nice.
as you know, we locked this deal in with them like 6 months ago. I think it was like right when COVID was hitting. We were in New York, and then a month later, COVID hit. It was pretty crazy, but yeah, these guys are part of the team. We have a lot of other dope members, and we're working on a lot of stuff personally at BeatStars as well with Sony. Soulker, man, we'd love to talk to you, bro. Just dropping a hint.
All right, yeah.
Dropping a hint. No, but listen, guys, I seriously, I appreciate all of you for coming on. Max, as well as Dennis or Denise. Dennis? No, it's not Denise. It's Dennis.
Dennis.
I want to get the name right. I thank you guys too. I didn't want to leave you out, but I also didn't want to put you on the spot and kind of, make you feel uncomfortable or anything. But I appreciate you guys being here, so thank you. And yeah, let's
Thank
keep it
you,
going.
Mike, again.
Would love
Yeah,
to see
thanks again, yeah.
Would love to see
Yeah,
a Soulker and
honestly.
Anywaywell collab, man. I would love to see you guys do something. So
Yeah, for sure. I'll hit
Well,
you up
definitely.
on Instagram. Yeah.
awesome, guys. All right, man. Well,
Okay,
thank you to everybody. Enjoy your Friday night, Friday day, whatever it is, wherever you're at. And yeah, we'll be back next month, and we're gonna have some pretty crazy guests next month. So tune on in, and everybody enjoy the weekend. All right.
Yeah.
Peace.
Have a good weekend.